Welcome back to video number 7 in our February series of Quick Strike videos. Today we are going to cover the futures information menu item and probably be a fairly quick video, but it should get you familiar with what's available there, and you might find something new that you haven't tried before in the spread builder. So again, as you can see from the screen, we've landed on our market dashboard product overview product summary page. Currently, we're in the euro currency. Let's switch over to the corn so you get an idea again of how to switch over to other products with this product group selection. And then once you select that product group, you're going to see the list of products available here on the product line. Okay, so right now we're on the corn and prices in vol tab. We do have some futures information that, if you remember from a previous video, we said that we show information in the product overview, product summary, and it is generally available in other places within Quick Strike. So in this case, we're going to see that firsthand. So we're showing prices in a term chart here. But when we go over to the futures information, futures info, futures information, we're going to see that there's our same list that we saw in the product summary. A little bit more available here from a tab standpoint, and also the ability up top, if you see this drop down again, anywhere you start to see a label and an icon in a label, or a label and a drop down, you know that you can affect change on that page again by making a selection. So in this case, if I choose the March contract, remember H stands for March. If I choose the March contract, I'm going to see some data. I believe it's like 9-month chart here for historical futures prices, and we're seeing 30, 60, 90-day moving average. So we have open, high, low, close, and we have a volume chart for that, as well as the open interest chart. So I can go back to the full futures list, and I see everything here again. Pretty standard stuff that we're showing: days to expiration, when it expires, last settled change. So you see that this is a Sunday up here, February 7th, so market's not open yet, so we have no change. And we have open, high, low, close from previous in this case. And then this volume and open interest is still from last trading day. Okay, and as we have been pointing out in all the videos, you see a symbol. That means it's typically clickable. So if we look here, we can click on the symbol, and we're going to get a little bit more information about the pricing charts for that contract. Again, nothing happening today yet. Previous day is a Friday. We see it there. We have a week, and then we have a history choice here as well. So this drop down was included in case you wanted to look at a particular contract and then create a PDF for this page. Okay, so recall PDF icon, portrait, or landscape. This page probably looks best in a landscape mode. It's all here if you want to take a look and see what that looks like when you generate a PDF. Next tab will look like in the term structure section. It's the term prices. Here we're going to see a chart of all the futures contracts that are currently in the system. So this will give you an idea of what the futures look like right now, just from a term structure standpoint. So we see the current, the settle, the change. So nothing much happening here. You will see two curves here during the trading day. You'll see where things are right now and where things settled. So it's a good place to come around here and see what the whole spectrum of underlying prices looks like. So from the opening of the trading day. Then we have some open interest information. Here's a total open interest section. So here we have total open interest for all the contracts and total volume. Again, here we'll notice that we have an icon and some text, right? We've seen this before, so we can click on the display settings and we can filter this information, so we can limit this chart to only contracts that have open interest, or only contracts that had change in open interest on a particular trading day. So it's another way we can manipulate what we're going to see here in the chart. You also notice the max change for corn in this case, or for any product. It's going to show you the largest change in open interest for each of the contracts, and we're going to see that somewhere else as well in the next tab when we go look at the open interest change. And this is showing that it's preliminary information, since remember we start preliminaries after midnight of the trading day, but finals don't come out till approximately 10 a.m. Central Time on the following trading day. But generally speaking, like we said, these are probably pretty close to to where the numbers are going to be. Now we'll take a look at the open interest change. So here we're seeing our max change here is represented in the March contract, ZCH6, and we see the change for the other products. So again, we'll remind you that you can click the bar charts or the bars on the chart, and you can see the actual numbers associated with them. And down below, we have the same volume chart that we saw in the previous. And finally, we have volume by venue. And in this case, you're going to see where these contracts traded. So primarily, we're seeing a Globex trade, but we do see some on Clearport, and we may even have some on Open Outcry here. Okay, so again, to remind you, this is futures info, futures information, and all the tabs with the associated data are down here to the left. Now, the next thing we'll take a look at is the future spread builder. So in this case, what we're going to be able to do here is we can build any spread, any future spread that we want, and effectively see the history for that spread over a period of time. So it defaults to 1 year. So you can, choose your start date to be anything that if you go too far in the past and that contract didn't exist yet, it'll just bring up when it initially opened. So right now we're going to show you what a year looks like, but let's see if we want to do a March-May spread here. I can hit calculate, and I'm going to see a few charts. I'm going to see what these futures charts individually look like, what the spread looks like. So it's the spread over time, and then we're seeing one standard deviation band, so you could see if this thing is inside or outside what's typically been a standard deviation. So here we see that we're a little bit outside at this point. So what's that tell me? Maybe it's time that I take a look at the spread and see if something interesting might be happening. Down below here we have just a statistical summary of things. So you'll see how many days that we actually got to evaluate. So generally speaking, there's about 250 to 252 trading days in a year. It's telling you what the last spread was, the mean, the average, et cetera, median, standard deviation, that kind of stuff. So it's all right here numerically, so you can take a look at it. And also it's going to show you the number of occurrences for each of the spread prices. So this gives you an idea of how long something actually traded at the individual prices here below. Okay, and as I mentioned previously, you can print this out very simply. Okay, you could also save this, and if I click Save As, you can name this spread. In this case, I could say ZCH6K6. Okay, and I'll say OK here, and I save that spread. And let's pretend I come in the next day so I can clear us out here and say, all right, I don't want to see that spread anymore. But what I can do is I can come up and load this spread again, and there we go. It's going to show me a year's worth of data. So if I come in tomorrow, it'll be the year. The dates will reset for you. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but pretty useful when it's all said and done. You can build other spreads as well. In this case, let's make this into a butterfly, and you can hit calculate. And here we're going to see all of the futures contracts that comprise that butterfly, and then you're going to see what this butterfly spread looks like. And again, the occurrences and the statistical information. You're going to see a calc type drop down here as well, and you see spread and pack and bundle. This pack and bundle is typically going to be used in the short-term interest rate products, the Eurodollars. Okay, so you can probably ignore that if you're not a Eurodollar, if you're not trading Eurodollar futures or Eurodollar options. But if you are, you can build packs and bundles here as well, and it'll give you that pricing accordingly. Okay. So that is it for today. We covered again the futures info, futures information, and spread builder. And as we mentioned, just to reiterate, so we get comfortable with where all this information is coming from, if we go back to the product overview page, we had some of that information in the futures section of the product summary, but the majority of the information is in this futures information menu item. So again, hope you have been watching the videos. I hope they've been useful. Look forward to comments from you if you're finding anything else that you'd like to see in terms of extending any of these current videos or particular topics. But we're going to cover the whole menu structure here over the coming months. So stay tuned, and I think you'll find something you need in one of the videos or in each of the videos. So have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks again.